Deeside are going to have 5 minutes short-handed in the third period, and that is a huge amount of time. Kippin loses that face-off to McWilliams. Blaze D. Play it into the Dragon zone. That's to the point.
Again, as I said, Coventry so patient with the puck when they're inside the blue line.
Kovakar shoots from the point. Some traffic in the net. It's to the point. Selby again. He's going to go for that big shot. No. Tries to get a pass to Gent. Ends up on the stick of Nicklin. Hughes passes it back to Mike Jones. And the Dragons look to be in some trouble here.
That's exactly what they needed there. They needed that puck outside of the blue line. They needed the pressure to be off.
They try a change. Just bring Bannon and Lovell on. Fans getting frustrated here. Benarski passes it right across to White. Bounced off the other side boards. And it's clear. Jordan Bannon's on the puck. Just misses Ben Simister's stick. Would have been a nice wrist shot there on net.
Fantastic play there from Deeside. Brilliant breakaway. And as we said, the first time tonight we've seen Bannon actually get into his stride.
Selby trying to kill a little time here while his players set up. Paps passes it across to Pollock. Shot on net. Clancy's got a piece of that. Went into the chest. And he covers it with his glove.
Well, as you can see, you know, there's been an extended spell of pressure there, which is obviously down to the penalty, the 5-minute penalty. They would have served a 2-minute penalty already. Game would have been back on, but Deeside unfortunately pinned back in their own blue line.
Blaze have it on the boards. Paps ends up round the net and on the stick of Fellows. Cleared to the other point. Mark Lovell plays it round his net. He's got two Blaze chasing him down. Chappell goes for it. Comes up short against Nicklin. Nicklin plays it to Paps on the point. Nicklin again. Gets it caught under his skates. And Founds. Founds one-on-one. Chappell. And again a wrist shot from the backhand. And Gill gets a piece of that. Pollock. He's going to take the face off and wins. Lovell. And the Dragons score! Tipped off the stick of Tom King.
I don't know how much King knew about that. It hit his skate on the way through.
And as we said, get the puck on the net, get traffic in front of the crease, in front of the goaltender so they can't see. You don't have to know exactly where your stick's going to be. Just get some traffic there and divert that puck.
It is all about getting the shots on goal. Coventry have shown that, and now Deeside need to do the same thing. But another short-handed goal for Deeside.
Assist by Sean Kippin. And from where I was stood, it certainly looked like King got a piece of that. Around the back of the Blazers net, it's now a one-goal game. And that's got to be King in the slot. Blaze play it out. Mike Jones and the Dragons look like another team now. They look fired up. They look ready to go. But McWilliams, who's having a hell of a game here,
really stood out as a Coventry players.
Lovell brings it round his net. He's being chased down, but clears. 10 seconds left on the power play. Blaze try for one more chance. For the Dragons, that's Mark Lovell. Slowly passes that down the ice. And Kenny Williams is on the ice. His first ice time of the game.
Quite possible there's going to be another call here. Oh, is it an injury?
It looks like it. There is a Coventry Blaze player down by the boards. Kenny nearly saw some ice time. Kenny Williams, he was on the ice for about 1 second.
It's a good day for Kenny.
Referees witnessed an altercation on the way back to the locker room that appears to have cost Matty Compton his playoff game. Tom King has been ejected from the game, thrown his stick. He is not happy, and this is bad. This is bad for the Dragons. Matty Compton's down. Tom King has been ejected.
These referees, I'm not sure what they're doing here, but it does seem to be all against Deeside. There's a lot of decisions that are borderline.
King smacked his stick against the boards, launched it down the hallway as he went to get changed in the locker room.
It looks like the game's finally getting back underway. Kenny's back on the ice.
Kenny's back on the ice, and Kenny's back off the ice.
And another 5-minute penalty. So that means Deeside are playing a man down for the next 5 minutes.
Parsons clears the boards. Gillett. Paps. To Nicklin. Tries for a shot on goal. Clancy goes from end to end.
Certainly incited the crowd.
Chance broke out now for the Dragons. This crowd desperately trying to fire their team on. It would be a real shame if they miss out on promotion for some of the calls that have been called tonight. Kovacar brings it into the Dragons' end. Fans on the pass. But the Blaze still in control. Blaze play it out to the line. Kovacar with a shot, and his own man blocks that.
Clancy with a follow-up save.
Founds clears that into the neutral zone.
Needed to do there. Get it into the neutral zone. Take some pressure off.
He's going to play that puck back to Kovacar. Back to the line. The shot is blocked by the skate of McWilliams, who was skating in front of the net. Tries for a wraparound, too many men. Gent. His shot goes wide, and the Dragons manage to clear. To Sean Kippen, who plays it into the Blaze end. He's on his own. Dumps it around the back of the net to Hughes. Hughes manages to outmaneuver a few Blaze players, but the Blaze get the puck back. Bring it back into Dragons' end. Easy save by Clancy. And now to Hughes. It's one-on-one. Can he deke his way past? But no, Nicklin gets a stick on that. Poke check. Breaks the puck free from underneath Hughes.
Real strength of Hughes' game is obviously his strength. The fact that he's just got it there in the corner and just held the puck up. Allowed a little bit of a line change there for Deeside.
2 minutes left on the power play, and Gent to Nicklin. He's clear in front of the net.
Fantastic
A huge save by Clancy. Paps chasing the puck, but Furnival's right behind him. Blaze tried to clear it out with their zone. Chappell gets a bit on that. But now it's 2-on-2 the other way. Another big save. Clancy gets a glove up on that one. Blaze in front of the net. Nobody there. Send it to Selby on the point. Selby in the slot. And a huge save.
Finally, the referees have called something. Selby there with disgusting play, swinging the stick and hitting somebody in the head.
Cy Furnival managed to get in front of the shot on the floor. Selby, who I notice is playing with a cage.
The cage usually dictates the players under the age of 18, is that correct?
That's correct.
We finally got hockey.
Hockey is back. The lockout is lifted.
Oh, a fantastic hit there from Jordan Bannon.
Nicklin clears down the ice straight into the blocker of Dave Clancy, who swept it to the opposite side of his D-man. Kovacar plays it back in, knocks Fellows to the floor, tries to play the puck to the point where the Dragons get a stick on that. Bannon clears it to Worrell. Genyon to Costello, off the boards to Worrell, dumps the puck in to Jordan Bannon on the opposite side, takes it round the net, clears it to Fellows, and he scores!
What a goal!
Stephen Fellows! Right down the slot from the blue line, straight from Jordan Bannon, and this is a 3-3 game.
We said that he could shoot from distance. We said he scored from his own blue line this season. It doesn't get better than that for Steve Fellows, the coach.
Put the puck on the net, and good things will happen, and they have.
Particularly good celebration there from Steve.
Game misconduct for Dave Costello. That's the word of the game.
If I'm the league, I've got to be looking at the referees in this game.
The amount of misconducts handed out is unreal. Jordan Bannon playing centre now. Passes back to Lovell. Lovell around the back of his net, trying to set up a play. To Worrell, gets it across two men, it's 1-on-1. Had nobody there to pass to. Bannon along the boards. And you can see a fire now in Bannon's game. Bannon and Worrell. But a blaze. Get that on the stick of Nicklin. Gets past Lovell. Shot. Clancy gets an elbow up onto that puck. And Lovell brings it back out. Lovell hangs back, gets it in front of the net, but nothing. Blaze, that's Ghent, plays it into his own end, trying desperately to avoid the Dragons. Dragons are now on a 5-minute power play. Founds to the blue line. Founds in the slot. A huge opportunity there, but couldn't get anything on it. Clancy tries to play it out to Wainwright. Kippin. Founds has it behind the net now. A lot of traffic. Can he get it to Deeside? Hughes nearly. Wainwright tries to put it down the slot.
Just didn't quite connect with that.
And Fellows. Fellows plays it right down the middle. Into the far corner. To Wainwright. Fellows again. Blaze tried to clear. Managed to get it down the ice to Clancy. Clancy plays it out. Goes straight to the stick of Founds. And then Chappell. Chappell into the zone to Founds. Shot by Worrell. This crowd's fired up. Chappell round the back of the net. Tries to pass to Wainwright. Fellows on the boards. Worrell tripped by Binarski. The referee's not calling that, and the crowd are booing. Down the far end to Clancy. Clancy sends it off the boards. Chappell chasing that down. Nicklin's got the puck. And the puck seems to have vanished somewhere into Clancy's equipment.
Good choice of words. Certainly being the case.
Dragons win the face-off. Lovell Sinister. Furnival. Blaze. Bring it back the other way. For the Dragons. Sinister. To the blue line. Waved off. Parsons. Up the right side. To the corner. Passes it across. Mike Jones puts it on net. High
Great
into
save
the
there
chest
by the keeper.
Of Gill.
Now obviously, as we said, this is just the first half of a weekend doubleheader. Tomorrow is going to be really, really important for Deeside. Now they've got to go without Tom King, without Costello. It's going to come down to Rick Hughes. He's going to have to play enforcer.
To Jones, Kippin. Another huge stop in front of the net. Hughes fanned on that. Hughes to Founds. Hughes. Fellows gets a shot up high. Almost hits the Blazers D in the face. Fellows brings it back in. Ties up Blaze. Fellows. Shot on goal. Hughes to Chappell, who almost gets that past the keeper. Worrell passes it down the ice to Fellows. Fellows to Chappell. Chappell brings it in. Passes it to the point to Fellows. Shot on net is stopped by the Blaze. And Binarski's clear. It's all up to Clancy. Huge save. I believe Clancy got a piece of his glove on that.
Clancy
knocked
there
it up into the net.
Playing the peacemaker as well, waving off his defenders who are trying to protect him.
Chappell wins another face-off. White. Worrell. Passes to Bannon. Bannon can't keep his stick on the puck. And now the Blaze to capitalise. But Lovell. Look at the speed. Lovell right down the ice. Deep into the Blazers' end. Oh! What a close
side net in there. What a fantastic piece of hockey there.
And look at Lovell.
Absolutely amazing.
Fellows down the slot to Parsons. Nearly gets something on that. Tussle for it in the corner. Goes back to the point. But the Blaze clear it out. Nichols gets it all down the ice, but broken off at the last second. Blaze tried to set up a play onto the skate of Ben Sinister though, who brings it up over the blue line. To Parsons. Not enough space to play though. Off the boards. And back out to Nicklin. Nicklin now. Skates in. Two huge shots on goal and a score! Huge rebound off of Clancy.
Fantastic.
Goes top shelf.
Fantastic play there from Nicklin. He was a player we talked about earlier in the game. He's had a fantastic season for Coventry. Showing exactly why he scored so many points.
Blaze goal, scored by number 37, assisted by number 11. Time of the goal, 57:04.
Blaze back on the attack here. They've got it around the back of the net. Trying to fight off Mike Jones and Mark Lovell. Off the boards onto Founds' stick. To Hughes. Hughes can't break free. Blaze. Shoot it back up the ice. Straight into the glove of Clancy. Plays it out for Lovell. Lovell to Hughes. Along the boards. Out to the point. Shot on net. Almost a open net there. Kipping. Manages to clear it out from in front of the net, and McWilliams chases the puck down. Ends up on Jenion's stick. Jenion up the left-hand side. Jenion puts it into the pads of Clancy. Nicklin again. Another shot on net. Goes wide. Now up the other way. Founds to the point. Fellows. Huge save. First save of the night for Nichols. He's certainly been a pleasure to meet and talk to in between games here. Minute left in this game. 4-3 to the Coventry Blaze. Worrell. Can't make a play. It ends up behind the net with Fellows. Puts it along the boards. Dumps it in. Fellows. Fellows dumps it down the ice. Down the slot. Bannon just can't get there in time to make a play. McWilliams again. Nice move and a great save by Clancy. Steve Fellows behind the net. He's got a lot of pressure. McWilliams. Shot down the ice. Nichols. McWilliams. And that's the end of the game.
And that's it.
And here
it
comes
ends pretty much the way that it's been going all game.
Here comes the afters. This has not been a game for the faint of heart. A quiet second period, marred by a number of big penalties, a tough first, a grueling third, and a surprising result, 4-3.
It's not over for the Dragons. They've got to go to Coventry. They've got to win. But it's far from over. They've shown tonight they've not played to their best. They've not been anywhere near their best that we've seen them this season. But they've still got a chance in this game. And if they can show up tomorrow, they can finish this game off.
I'm here with Rhys McWilliams, the end of the game, captain of Coventry Blaze. Talk us through that game.
Well, it was a very stop-start. It was high energy playoff hockey. The crowd gave it a lot of noise, and that was really it. It was a bit hard to try and keep going with all the penalties, all the stoppage. But two teams trying really hard, trying to make it through. We're trying to stay up. Your guys are trying to come up. There's a lot on the line.
Hard trying to keep momentum, I take it, then, with as many penalties as there was.
Yeah, there is. We started on a 5-on-4 for 5 minutes at the beginning of the third period, and you could just tell we kind of looked flat. We gave a goal away when, we should step up the intensity there rather than just stand back, and that's what we looked like, and that's what gave you guys a lot of momentum and let them back in the game.
Strategy seemed to be to throw the puck at the net and try and get some traffic down there. A lot of shots from the point and a lot that went through.
Well, that's the game of hockey. You throw the puck on net, good things happen. You see it a lot in the NHL. You see it a lot in the Elite League. The pucks go off bodies, go off asses, go off skates, and good things happen if you get the puck to the net. And that's basically all we're trying to do. What do you need to change for the home leg tomorrow, and what would you keep the same? I think we got to match their intensity. Deeside come out really hard, hit a lot of bodies. I think tomorrow we got to step up our game and proper go for it from the off, rather than give you guys 7-10 minutes of bumping us around until we realise that we're in a playoff game.
Reese, thanks for joining us.
No problem.
Cheers. We're joined by Mark Lovell, man of the match for Deeside Dragons. Mark, talk us through that game. Really, really tough game.
It was a tough game. I think we took too many penalties to start with for the playoff game and give them too many chances. I mean, we crawled our way back in it in the end 3-1 and then give up a goal 2 minutes from the end, which is a bit disappointing because we're going there now chasing the game tomorrow night. But I mean, it is only 1 goal and there's 60 minutes of hockey to play yet, so anything can happen.
Hard to keep the momentum up when there's so many penalties and so many stoppages in play. It looked like at times that Deeside were really starting to get fired up and then energy just killed.
Yeah, it did. I mean, we got back in the game and then we were killing for 5 minutes and then we got back into it, then we were killing it. When you're killing penalties for 5 minutes, it zaps your energy a bit. And then we got a few lads throughout, so the lines went a bit short. But then saying that, we had a 7-minute power play as well at one point and didn't really make use of it, so we could probably kick ourselves for that as well, looking back on the game.
Still so many 5-minute penalty kills, not a bad job.
Yeah, I mean, if you look 4-3, we lost 4-3. I mean, we've killed, I don't know, we probably played half of the game short-handed and all the penalties we've killed, so that way we've got a good result, I suppose. But then it could have been 3-3, but it's one of them things. We've got to go there tomorrow positive and go for it. It's the last game of the season. We've got 60 minutes left. We either go up or stay where we are.
How does the game plan change now that you're down a few players for tomorrow?
I mean, we've got 3 lines. I mean, we are probably going to go a bit short tomorrow, so it will get tough. Lads will get tired, but when you're playing last game of the season, you just go all out. So I'm sure the lads will have plenty in the tank to keep going. We hope anyway.
What's your experiences then at the Coventry Sky Dome? What are you expecting from your days playing roundabout?
The last time I went there, they used to get big crowds, but I mean, I don't know what their crowd's going to be like tomorrow night. I don't know if they get big crowds watching the ED1s with having the Elite League team there, but I mean, there's no hockey getting played there at the moment. All the Elite League's finished, so they might get a few fans watching. Just get one last game in for the season, so you never know. But it's going to be tough no matter where you go away from home, especially playoff hockey.
Mark, thanks for joining us. Good luck tomorrow.
Cheers. Thank you.